Hey everybody, it's Pat from Elite Action Joe Studios. Just a little video to chat about some stuff that's been, on our minds here. And first thing is, I want to apologize for kind of delayed on videos. Stop motion has been a little hectic. We have good news, bad news. So my oldest daughter has bought a house, which means me and my sons have been very busy working, moving stuff, drywall stuff. So it's kind of slowed us up a little bit. And then this is the second take actually. We did it over the weekend and something happened completely. It looked like I was a robot throughout the thing. So anyways, we just wanted to talk to a few things. Now the good part about her leaving, now we're sad that she's leaving us, but the good news is that leaves an empty room in the house. What could we do with an empty room? Studio and GiJoe room. So the first couple videos you saw, those were shot in our garage. That was GiJoe room. But we boxed all that up, and now it's just waiting to come inside. So we're very excited about that, and we're going to have a little studio area. We've been jumping around the house because it's been so cold outside we haven't been able to shoot. So pretty soon we will have a GiJoe room / studio, and hopefully once we do that, the weather will be breaking. It's starting to break here today. It's in the 30s and the sun's out. It's like a heat wave. So we hope to get you more stop motion real soon. Now, what we're going to talk about today. So going into the Christmas season, I always get very nostalgic about vintage Joe. It always makes me think about when me and my older brother Mike would, get new stuff, new Joe stuff, action figures in general, but Joe was always our favorite. So I always get nostalgic. My wife and kids, who are wonderful, always get me eBay gift cards for Christmas, because everybody who loves Joes knows that's probably one of the few places you can find them unless you go hunting for them, which is always fun too. But so I've been shopping a little bit, and the first thing I shopped for was these reproduction boxes. Now, a lot of people don't like reproduction boxes for any reason. I love the art because I have 4 kids. I can't afford to buy the the vintage ones when they come up. Maybe one day. But what I do is I like to buy them if I can get them cheap. I won't pay top dollars if I can get them cheap. And then I like to store my vintage guys in there. This is a vintage Marine. He actually was so clean that I had to talk to somebody to make sure that I wasn't insane. But I got a good deal on him at a different, I've had him for years. But now he's got a nice new home. So when we have our Joe room set up, I'm hoping to display a lot of these with the box next to them or whatever. But also we use a shelving system where you can just see them. So I got about 25, maybe 30 that are boxed in the right boxes, so I know what's in them. My vintage stuff. I just got the Marine and the Sailor. I also got a soldier that I need to put somebody in. I've had this one for a little while. This is one of my favorites. He just needs this holster. Now the person I bought it for, looks like it's an original patch, but it looks like they ironed it on the pocket, and it's supposed to be above the pocket, but it'll look really good. This one I wanted to show you because before I talked to you about how sometimes when I buy vintage, I leave it the way it is, even if something's like a little off on it. So I'll let you guys look at this for a minute, see if you can pick out what's not right. Oh, did you figure it out already? Okay. So this mustache was it was crazy. But I had to leave it. I don't know why. Now it will peel off. It's just a little piece of paper or fur or something. I clipped up the edge there, and I know I can pull it off, and it's probably just a little bit of residue. But I just liked it, so I left it on. This is actually a TM, very early Joe. But he needs his pants need sewn. That's my daughter's job soon, whenever she's done with her house. But I like to store them in these. I love the box art and stuff. Maybe one day I'll be able to trade them all in for vintage. But that's one of the things. And of course, then when I'm on eBay shopping, I always see Foot Lockers, which is something I want to talk about. So for like years, I've been thinking there should be a Foot Locker registry. So I don't know if it's dumb or if you guys have ever thought about it, but when I'm on there, I always click on the Foot Lockers and I read the names, and I always think, man, is this guy looking for his Foot Locker? So let me think what you think. Is that a stupid idea, or should I start something where I can take down? You can send me your names in the comments. If you think you had a Foot Locker, you think you had your name on it, give me a name, and then when I'm searching Foot Lockers and I see it, I send you an email. It's something I've been thinking about for years. Put something in the comments if you think it's a good idea, bad idea. If you want me to write your name down with an email, I can do that, and if I see it, I'll let you know. Start it off slow, see what happens. The second thing I want your opinion on is I recently got a big box of vintage. It was a mix of Action Man and GiJoe vintage stuff. And I did an unboxing, just unwittingly. My son was in school. I set up the camera, aimed it down, and it was a true unboxing. It was one of those, I didn't stage it and open it first, and then, like, you know, so I knew it was coming. I literally just put the camera on, hit play, dumped some of the stuff that had fallen out of the inside bags, and I just started opening it, showed you as I went. If you guys want to see that, let me know. It's pretty cool. I got it because I saw one label pistol, Adventure Team pistol, in the pictures, but it was such a mix match of stuff, and it was the pictures, it was like somebody had dumped something and didn't straighten it, and so you couldn't really tell everything that was there. But I saw one label rifle, or pistol. I got it real cheap. As I'm going through, well, it was awesome, but I won't tell you. If you want to see it, tell me. We'll put a little introduction and we'll put it up. That's the other thing I want to vote on. If you want to see the unboxing, let me know. Put it in the comments after you subscribe and share, and
like, share, comment, subscribe. I
always forget the like. So those are two things. We just want your opinion. You want to see the unboxing? Let me know. Foot Locker registry? Let me know. Next thing, when it comes to vintage, I don't know if everybody out there has done this. If you haven't, you should. Another thing that, to understand our hobby, if you guys haven't read any books or picked up any of these books, you really like, the story behind G.I. Joe is just amazing. This one comes with the 1996 Masterpiece. There's actually 4 different covers. They're pretty much the same. It's just depending on which figure you buy. Army, Marine, Navy, Air. It'll have that kind of color to it and stuff, but it's the same book inside. I highly recommend this book. It is fantastic. This other book here is also fantastic. A lot of the same information, but they sort of put it in like different terms. You know, might be a little more in one and in the other, but they're both fantastic. They both have some great pictures, different art, different sketches of things. Fantastic. I highly recommend. You can buy this. I've seen it on eBay without buying the whole box set, just the book alone. I've seen this one on there as well, but I highly recommend buying one of these and reading it so you know the story behind Joe. It's fantastic. These 2 books are more of reference guides. Now this one does tell you a lot of more information. This one is just pictures. It shows you every set, what's in the sets, what the parts are and stuff. It's a fantastic reference book if you're trying to put vintage sets together. So I recommend that one. This one I really love. This is probably my favorite. The photography is great. It shows you all the different stuff. At the end, there's a variations chapter. There's a chapter on foreign, like Action Man, Geiper Man, that kind of stuff. But this tells you all about G.I. Joe from the start all the way up. So I highly recommend you guys check these books out. They're fantastic. Some of them can be a bit pricey, but I'm sure if you shopped around, you could find them at a pretty decent price, but highly recommend it. Now, with the books also came a little thing. Remember when I talked about this little guy I got for Christmas, and then little books and stuff, and I ordered her albums to go with it for display, for diorama display and stuff. By the way, I just ordered some G.I. Joe, a G.I. Joe comic book, and a G.I. Joe passport with the commander's picture in it. Looking forward to that. So I got these, and then strangely enough, my son, not cameraman Jay, but Cameron, bought me this turntable, which I've wanted a turntable for years and years, ever since they started putting back out. Which led me to remember that they put out these records back in the 70s. And what you get a 45, and it has a great comic book. Now, it's a little hokey now, looking back though. I remember it, and it was awesome. So I already set this up. When we shot this the other day, I fumbled with this immensely, but there's something in the beginning that caught me, and I just wanted to play it for you. You know, we all know that Joe was G.I. Joe. Everybody was G.I. Joe, just a sailor, you know, whatever. And then in the adventure team, of course, there was Air Adventure, Sea Adventure, but nobody really had their own name. But at the beginning of this, just see if you hear something that's strange.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your Peter Pan storyteller. When you hear this signal, turn the page. All right, here we go. G.I. Joe, The Search for the Stolen Idol, a Peter Pan book and record.
I'll turn that one down until it's done.
The time is 0500. The place headquarters. G.I. Joe is with his friend Mike, the chief engineer, in the telegraph room. All is going along routinely until...
Heads up. It's the emergency hotline, Joe.
Oh, get that message decoded fast, Mike. I'll be in the control tower.
Okay, so we just thought it was funny. Now, my son didn't pick up on it right away until I talked about it, but Mike, like, Mike, I didn't know there was a Mike. I mean, I have a Mike in my team now, but growing up, I just thought it was funny because it's always been, you know, that Joe, you know, was every soldier or every adventurer, and it just kind of hit me as funny that, you know, Mike is mentioned the absolute first segment of this. But if you have a turntable and you're nostalgic about your Joes, pick these up. They're really cool. This is my first one, actually. I've been wanting for a while. I think there's 4, and yeah, they show them here. Spy Island, Mummy's Tomb, Stolen Idol, and Adventure Team Headquarters. There is also a 33, which is a big album that has all 4 of them on there, but those seem to be a lot more expensive. I picked this one up for, I think, $12. That included shipping. You just have to read the descriptions, because this one didn't say whether, you know, had skips or something. It's perfect. I got lucky, so be careful if you're shopping. But it's pretty clever. It's a hokey little story, but it's pretty awesome too, just for nostalgia's sake. So I just wanted to share that with you in the books, and that's basically about all we want to talk about today. Just to say hello, see how you guys were doing. We're at 75 subscribers, and Jameson's still cooking something up. I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas for him for what you want to do at 100, leave that in the comments as well. Just put code blue, and then I won't read the rest of the sentence, so that if he's trying to do a surprise thing, I won't know. So code blue, and then whatever you want to say to him without me reading it. But other than that, we're looking forward to the new Joe room and studio. I hope you guys like this little thing on vintage. I'm planning a bigger vintage thing where I might show off my whole collection once we get into the new room. But for now, that's just all we want to talk about, and let you know that we'll have some more stuff up once we get organized and things settle down from the house and stuff. But for now, we're going to cut it there so we don't run long, and don't forget to do all the things that we already mentioned. That'll do it. Thanks a lot. Come back and see us again real soon.